Malik here. Today we're going to be talking about product versus project thinking styles and why it is important for product managers to know the difference between these two styles and understand when to use what. So let's just jump right into it. As a product manager, you'll be working on a lot of products throughout your career, and over time you will develop your own playbook with your own ways of tackling a problem and defining a solution and coming up with a product. Let's talk about project thinking. Project thinking focuses largely on the idea of delivering the project on time and on budget. The focus is on the output and efficiency. There's usually a set playbook which you as a product manager would use to get the output and move on to the next phase of the product development process. That's it. Project thinking style can be used in some of the product development areas where the team knows what they have to do and there are some specific steps that they have to take. For example, the development phase and the testing phase where the team has all the requirements. The team knows what kind of product they want to build, and they usually use some sort of development methodology and then QA the product so that it can be moved to the next step. This is where speed and efficiency is required, and therefore project thinking should be used in this area. Now let's talk about product thinking. As a product manager, you will be tasked to define the product vision, strategy, and communicate it to your teammates. To define the product vision and strategy, you first need to know what the problem is and what kind of problem you are solving for what kind of users. This is where product thinking comes in. It revolves around the goals and outcomes rather than outputs. The goal here is to understand what the users want and what kind of solution you and your team can provide to the users. There is no defined playbook for that, and therefore a lot of experimentation can be involved. You get to learn on the way, and therefore it sometimes is very fun to use. A few examples where product thinking can be used are product ideation phase, defining the product vision, user experience design, user experience interviews, understanding the user base, and usability testing. In some ways, working with the marketing team, that's where the product thinking style comes in, where you define the outcomes and you focus on what is next for your product. As a product manager, you will be using product as well as project thinking styles. I usually use both, and my rule of thumb is to use product thinking style when I have to define the product vision and the future of the product and come up with a solution. And I use project thinking style when I know what everyone needs to do. The requirements are set, the risks are known, and the team just has to put their head down and build their product. That's where the project thinking style comes in. Let me know in comments on how you currently use or plan to use these two thinking styles in your day-to-day job. Till then, take care. See you in the next video.